Hello and Merry Christmas, friends. For some of you, it may be past Christmas Day, but it is what it is. For us, it still hasn't. So, Merry Christmas, Happy Holidays. Hi, friends. How we doing? Hope everyone had an awesome freaking day. Death Goddess, thank you for the 10 months. Bella, thank you for the biddies. Rogue, thank you for the 2 months, dude. Cat. Oh my goodness. What up, guys? How we doing? I told you we'd go live for a little bit. I didn't want to be a big old fibber. Didn't want to be a big old fibber. I said we'd go live for a little bit, and here we are. How we doing, guys? Kat, thank you so much for the subs. Thank you. What up, dudes? Dudettes, how's it going? Hello. Exhausted. I work retail, so oh my, you work retail? Holy crap. Oh my goodness. Gaga. Merry Krampus. What the hell? Merry Krampus. What the hell?
Lizard.
Do I like football? I really don't care for football. I used to. That was some time ago. I know my son is a Chiefs fan. They are out of it basically, but they still played today. He's like, today's a big game. I was like, a big game for what, Al? They're not getting anywhere. But apparently their first and second string both of them tore their ACLs, which is crazy. Yeah. How's the Christmas been? It's been great. It's been wonderful. Kiddos got all the things in the stuff. It was great. Even Joe got stuff. We decided to do something different for dinner this year. We actually went out and got Chinese food for dinner. It was wonderful. It was great. That's the first time I have ever gone out to eat at Christmas, like on Christmas Day. I have never done that before. Man, it was so good. It was so good. Oh my goodness. Dad's sick. Oh, I hope things get better. Everybody's getting sick, man. Luca, did I just say that you made Prime? Excuse me? No, listen, I actually said to her, because it was on the menu. Now, I don't know about a full-fledged duck, but I said that they have duck. I think it was like half of one. And she was like, absolutely not. We're going to order the stuff that we know is good. So we did. And all the kids loved it. Everybody was good. Everything was great. We delayed our family gathering because your brother's sick. Stop it. You should tell him that. Gaga, you should be like, have you thought about not doing that? Because you're effing up my plans. What am I playing today? Faz, man. We're just going to play some Faz and chill. I was going to do the Christmas light game again, which I would love to return to that, by the way. But I figure it makes sense. On the 24/7 channel, I have been looping all day my past holiday VODs for Faz. So like from 2021 to now, each year there's at least one VOD from each year. So you can see Ghosty eating cookies. You can see shooting snowballs. You can see all the stuff. Yeah. Rogue, thank you for the gifted. Blondie, thank you for the 23 months. Yeah, I know, man. Listen, the oldest VOD there is from 2021. It was from 4 years ago. That's crazy. Played that game last night, the Home Alone house. Juju, I saw them on the map. Yes, I saw them on the map. Hadn't reached them yet. Oh my goodness. Found out that you're going to be a grandma. Oh my God. Congrats, Dragon. Chingus is a grandpa. They're so interesting to watch and see how the game evolved. Oh yeah, it's so cool. The snowball one's your favorite? That's fair. I think that's a lot of people's favorites. You had Christmas on the 24th. Nice. Yeah. Avalar, hello. How are we doing, friends? When your friends got engaged? Damn, all the stuff, man. Love seeing all the old VOD. It's, I thought about it last minute. I was like, shit, I should probably be having those playing so you guys can experience them or see them if you've never seen them before. So yeah. Did you guys see the news? Did you guys see the Faz news? Were you awake? Hello? That was released today? Oh, exciting. What gifts you got for Christmas? I got a stocking full of gas station things. My wife and I made an agreement. We do this every year. We don't go out of the way for each other. We go out of the way for the kiddos. So we both said, listen, there's a $15 limit and it has to be from a gas station. So that's what we did for each other. And then we just did everything for the kids. It makes sense. Saw the vid. Yeah, man, I'm so excited. Yeah, so I think next year what we're going to do is we're going to pick a different place and then have a different limit. Yeah. Playing Fast Day died 3 times because the mouse didn't want to light incense. Your mouse didn't want to light incense. Oh no. That's a new mouse time. Oh no. Dad used to get Walgreens. My dad used to go to Walgreens and just grab randoms. Hey, listen, but at least he did something. Listen, we were supposed to only do the things, but I lied and I didn't do that. I also got her because she has been desperately wanting a Christmas album to play. So I got her one of her favorites, which is the Michael Bublé Christmas album. So I got her that. And then I also got her because her car doesn't have, and this, she didn't ask for any of this, but her car has wired CarPlay, not wireless. So I thought about it before Christmas and I thought they make dongles for that shit. So I got her one. And now whenever she gets in her car, it just automatically is CarPlayed, ready to go. For April Fool's Day out. Yeah. Love the convenience store stocking on Christmas. A bunch of little, that's what it was. Literally, that's it. She got me this massive beef stick. And like, she got me a big old thing of like sour gummy worms. I got her a peach ring, like, you know what I mean? Yeah, just good stuff. Yeah. Nameless, thank you for the subs. We're going to open Faz though. And we're going to do the holiday event. And that's what we're going to do to chill. The wife and the kiddo, they're watching football right now because they like the Chiefs. Izzy's also watching. Landon is watching Stranger Things because that released, which we're going to eventually watch. I don't know. That stuff comes out. I'm not like, I got to watch it right now. I need to watch it right now. I'm going to eventually watch it. It'll be fine. We did a Secret Santa for the adults. I made my mom a little 3D frog with the middle finger up. Got my sister fatty beef. That's what my wife got me. Now, she didn't say that your name's on it, but she got me one. Yeah, it's 8. Yeah. It's live right now. I think it should be. Yeah. OG Kev, what up, friend? Project Alice, thank you for the 8 months. And thank you for the year. Oh my God. Oh my God. There it is. 2 a.m. for you. Yeah, I know for some of you guys, I know it's past. I know, but listen, it's still technically holiday times. You know what I mean? It's still fine. Hi, Night Raptor. How's the holiday going? It's going great. It is going very well. Kiddo's been busy. I also got her a couple of puzzles too. She's very much so into puzzling. So I forget the brand. I mean, I bought it, but unfortunately she looks at the Amazon purchase list like right before Christmas. I was like, ma'am. So she spoiled it. I was going to get her 2 puzzles for Christmas. We already put them together. No, I don't watch hockey. No, definitely don't watch hockey. Top Hat British, thank you for the 5 months. Hello. Hey, Cass. Oh, Merry Christmas. Merry Chrysler. That's right. Oh, I've also been told, by the way, which, I guess we always speak to this every year, don't we? Apparently, word on the street, which I haven't looked into any of these, the leaderboard is just littered with people that instead of doing a dying strat, which is within the rules of everything, whatever, to get on the leaderboard when you could get points, now apparently it's littered with a bunch of people that just use invincible god spots, which is against the game, which you could get banned for, which I really hope they do. They just need, the leaderboard needs to take a shit. The leaderboard needs to go away. This is useless. This does nobody any good. This needs to go away. Love the VODs. I appreciate it, dude. Carousel, thank you for the 23 months. Thank you. I don't like it either. It does nobody any good. Invincible spots. Yes, there are spots in this game where the ghost can't kill you, and it's against the rules of the game in the TOS to do it, and they do it. And they have their Twitch names in their handle, which is fucking crazy. Crazy. Leaderboard should just be friends only. Trust me, we said that the first time that they even announced it. And they're like, oh, we're eventually, like, just get rid of it. Until you can do that, I don't want to see it. Get rid of it. Did I see the 2 Tanglewood pictures? Nico, did you see my latest YouTube video? Of all the games to exploit, I know. Do you know what your reward is for getting on the list over here? You know what your reward is for winning? For being top 3? Fuck, number 1? Nothing. A Twitter post. Right. That's what you get. When you're climbing this leaderboard within reason and doing it in a way that is not against the rules, then awesome. When you're doing it, which again, I don't know specifically who's doing it. I've just seen a lot of people talking about it. So I just ignore it. I just move on. Yeah, it's fine. Have I played the new diner map? No, I should probably check it out. Merry Christmas. Hello, friends. How are we doing? I said I'd go live for a little bit today. So we're going to do nothing but holiday maps today. I think that makes perfect sense. And we're going to start at Ridge Views. And I'm not going to do challenge mode because that'd be dumb. We are going to do Nightmare, though. So let's go. Why are you looking at? I'm just, you know, no reason. Hi, Kev. Oh, Shanna, thank you for the 13 months. Hello. Point Hope, then. You know what? I will do Point Hope. If that's one of the maps, I'll do it. Fine. Whatever. Going solo? Yeah, I'll do some solos so we can talk. It makes it a lot easier in solo to be able to just chit chat while we're playing. What's your top team? What do you mean? My top team for what, Deb? What sport? Bassland, thank you for the 5 subs. How many days are left in the event? I believe it goes to January 6th. Somebody can correct me if I'm wrong, but I'm pretty sure it goes to the 6th. So like, you know, like 10 days. You love Point Hope? I love all the items. I love each room. I hate climbing those stairs. Oh, Baslin. Oh, thank you, friend. I appreciate you. Will the holiday merch be available? The holiday merch will be there. I was planning to give a couple away today. The holiday merch will be available till the middle of January. I'm going to allow you guys time to get it. Yeah. Oh, you were sending it to them. Oh, I'm sorry. I jumped in the middle of your conversation. Oh, I'm sorry. Did the weekly, the first goes was a die-in? Oh, watching the vid. Well, let's go. Yeah, my weekly didn't go so hot. Yeah. My weekly, my game, well, the servers crashed twice for me. Oh, okay. We are on the holiday map, so I can go ahead and cross these ghosties off. You did the weekly Chingus. I was watching you guys for a little bit. Just for a little bit. Yeah. Yeah, it was high school. That was rough, dude. Coming up, friends. Today is obviously the 25th. The 28th is our partnerversary. That is going to be my 5th partnerversary. I'm going to be honest. I think this one might be a little bit more chill than the usual, but we will still have an extremely long stream with goals and all the things and the stuff. The 28th. It is going to start around 8 or 9 a.m. Eastern and go until 8 or 9 p.m. Mother effer, did I just hear you through the wall? Listen here, Krampus. Hey, Krampus, what you want for Krampus? Oh, what am I doing? That's literally useless. All right, take this. Go find the power. See, Edward, have a good one, dude. Doing 12 hours? Yeah. On the 28th, I am. Probably just your soul. Oh, no, I don't know. Hey, can I keep that? I don't want to give that up. So wrong. Hello, friend. But yeah, it's been a really good day. Just hanging with the fam all day. Whenever they drop, like, they dropped the new, they dropped the news about all the new stuff. And I was like, well, shit, I probably should go over it quickly with you guys that are here that maybe haven't seen it yet. But, anyway, but they dropped the news. I was like, damn, dude, I got to get something. I got to get a video out of there fast. What do I think my mainstreamed game is? Like right now? Been vegging all day? Hell yeah. Nothing wrong with that. CS Prime, hello, how are you? All right. This ghost is Angie, so we're going to go give it some stuff. You know, I'd say Faz is probably a good guess. Don't you mean DVD? That's what they say. Hi, Emmy. There's a word on the street. I don't know. Couldn't be Faz? Nah, no way. No way. That's a throwaway guess. You don't want to do that to yourself. Oh, I was going to start in the other places too. Shit. You know what? We'll start late. Here. I was going to do it. Here, we'll do it fast. All right, go there. That. I was going to do it. I know it's a short stream, but it'll still be fine. Go there. Go there. Ghost, I need you to chill, please. I need you to relax. Yeah, no, I appreciate it. I'm glad you said something because I had it lined up and ready to go and everything. I had it ready to go and it was like, crap. There we go. Fixed it. It's Rocket League. I mean, it was. All right, Ghost. Put that down. Put that down. For those just coming in, hello, friends. We have no evidence. I just got in the map, so we're good. All is well. Hey, Shanna, how are you? The ghost is reminding you why you're there. Oh, that's right. It said, my God. Debbie Nitty, thank you for the 16 months. Merry Christmas, friend. How are you? We'll watch this for a second. Why you gotta say top male streamer? Why's it gotta be like that? Hey, Miss Crimson, hello. What if you still have more hour? Maybe song. But to be fair, whenever I had that game, whenever I was playing that game normally, I would leave the game open. I think there were so many idle hours of doing nothing. What up, Neo? Kids finally asleep. Stayed up building. Oh, building a play kitchen. Let's go. Oh, yeah. I just would leave the menu open and just walk away. Yeah. Yeah. Derp, thank you for the 38 months. Oh, my goodness. Let's get stuff inside and go see if I think Ghosty is inside of the living room. I think. Thank you, Neo. Yeah, an issue posting in the LFG group earlier. I don't think I've heard of any issues. Oh, we've ready. Chill, homie, chill. I don't know if anybody else has had any issues. Yeah, I got the breaker. Yeah. But it burst these lights. Are you what we think you are? What are you? Where are you? Who are you? Where are you? Are you here? Are you near? Where are you? Did you just give away what you were? Did you just give away what you were? Computer dog! Thank you for the subs, homie. Thank you. Yeah, nightmare. So this is all I'm going to get. And I'm pretty sure we just got what I think we just got. I think so. Maybe, possibly. I need a video of the ghost. I need to repel the ghost. Let's go get a smooch. Yeah. How, what? Hey, Wolfie. Hope everyone had a good Christmas, friends. Be great if it told you what it was. Yeah, I don't think that's going to happen. Oh, endless. What in the absolute hell, dude? How do I know already? I'm pretty sure we just had a mare ability. Now, it'd be good to verify that, but I'm pretty sure we did. Endless, what the fuck, dude? I saw you in here early before the stream started, by the way. I sensed it. What is that? The mare ability is whenever you flip a light switch on, the mare has the ability to turn it off instantly. Instantly. Hey, Natalie. Oh, there it is. There's Endless. There we go. That's what you're waiting on. Mr. Kill! Thanks, Endless. Holy shit, dude. Thank you. Case, thank you so much. Mr. Killiam, how was the rest of your stream the other day, by the way, friend? We need a video, don't we? We'll try our best. Ghosty. Tips or tricks to help you identify a Diogen? Like, in what scenario? Like, how much evidence do you have? Only managed 17 hours, started stream. Tired, that didn't help. Oh, I understand. You're probably exhausted. Just tell me to get lost, you jerkhole. Mighty Twitty, thank you for the 11 months. We did have a wonderful day, friend. Thank you. Yeah, with a Dio, realistically, no matter what you have, when it hunts you, you know it's a Dio. Yeah, have you been having trouble identifying them? Eco, thank you for the 2 years. Hey, gamer, welcome in. Doing well, how are you? I need a video of El Stinko. Wasn't able to get any evidence and ended up hunting me. Well, what difficulty were you on, though? That's what I mean. Because you spirit box writing in dots is what you should get. My guess is that if you weren't getting... Okay, you can shut up. My guess is if you weren't getting any evidence that you weren't actually in the ghost room. Had someone with the name Dio come into the stream and start saying Faz jokes. What the hell's wrong with people? Flyby Mats, thank you for the year, dude. Live, hello. All right, you just don't want to show up for a video, huh? Not in the mood? Or you're going down the hallway, you little jerk. I don't even know what the curse possession is. Nightmare, hello, Merry Christmas, friend. Kept changing rooms so I couldn't pin it down. One of the best ways to fix that is by using motion sensors to figure out where the ghost is. Jay Brooke, I don't know who that is. Or are you calling for them and me? I'm confused by that message. Played Nightmare the other day and every room was warm. Is that one of the new? No, that's not a bug. Unless if you have video evidence to show that every single room was warm, then yeah, it could have been a bug. Not seeing any evidence. Chesney, get out of the van already. Listen, homie, we're pretty sure you're a mayor. I don't know why you don't want to show up anymore. Okay, that's cute. You jerk. Oh, I could have recorded that. And you know Phasma is going to do the whole account crossover of the consoles. I think it's something that they want to do, but it's not something they can do yet. If you're talking about cross-platform, because they can't do that right now between Xbox, PlayStation, and Steam. There's no cross progression right now. Cross-platform playing together, yes. Cross progression, that's not a thing yet. Does not exist. Dude, I am pretty sure it's a mare. It's being really, really lame. I guess I could get a video of it while it's hunting. Yeah, I guess. The holiday was good, Case. How was yours? Kev, thank you for the biddies. Return to watch your favorite streamer. Hello, first time chat. Hey. Don't you try to set me up. What if I do this? No, give me that. This mother effer's all the way at the piano? What the? What up, hero? First time chat? Yeah, am I wrong? Hold on. Yeah, that was literally the first message you ever sent. What does that mean? That means that was the first message you ever sent in my channel. Yeah, am I wrong? Mozart? Yeah, sure. Get out of here. Get out of here. Oh, bitch. What? I mean, it's not a mystery. We don't need Scooby-Doo in the gang. Like, it's okay. Hi, Frog. How are you? Oh, would you hunt already? Thank you for the follows, friends. Appreciate you. Hey, Iris. Happy holidays, friend. Give it a countdown? No. It doesn't deserve the rocket ship treatment. 1, 2, 3, go. What do we get the kids for Christmas? All kinds of shit. Big ticket item? Kid has a laptop. What? Dude, I'm so sick of you. Forgot to say Merry Chrysler. Oh, Endless. Thank you so much, man. We did have a good Christmas. The kiddos had a wonderful Christmas. Your mother-in-law got a Roomba? Oh, got you a Roomba. Oh. Well, I hope it's great. We're going to go with Mayor and leave. This ghost sucks. Hi. We hate you. Got your mom a Hoover wireless vacuum. Oh, nice. Very nice. We have one more Christmas to do. We have her mother's house to go to, but that's not for a couple of days. We made sure that it wasn't on Christmas Day, so we could really go nowhere. Habit Grandma. Yeah, we're going Mayor. Have this. This ghost sucks. It's a ghost, yeah, but it's a really crappy one. Really, really crappy one. All mayors suck. No, when they act like themselves, they're like, what is this? What is this garbage? What is this? All right. Before we go into another map, we need to look at the thing. We can look at it together as a team. I made a video about this, but we have not talked about this, and I'll just skim. We're not going to read through all this. We're not going to do all that. So if you guys missed it, if you have no interest in reading through all of it, I posted a video where I read all of this. It's already live, but Phasmophobia released Development Preview 21 today. And inside of this preview, they talk about next year, 2026, and what is coming. We have the player character update, which we originally thought was going to be happening this year. That was talked about being this year, but they discuss it and they say about delaying so that way it's better. We can see the difference between the player models. So this is the one that we use right now. That is the one that it's going to be. Work in progress. It might change. Who knows? But I assume for the most part, that's what they're going to look like. And you can have all the goo you want. Back to bed, work at 6:30. Oh my goodness. Time and a half though? Hell yeah. Endless. I appreciate you, homie. Thank you. Thank you, Dead Within. Hi, Karumba. If you think about it, someone already knows what ghost type it is and makes you go find what? That doesn't make sense. Hey, Royal. Hello. But yeah, so there we go. There's one player model. There's another one, by the way. Hair looks a little silly, like not silly, but a little funny. But my assumption is, and I said this in the video, that this hair is actually going to move now. I'm guessing. I'm not exactly sure if that's true or not. But another thing, so like there's talking points that we can talk about together that like I've been thinking about after watching or looking at all of this, having questions. This, I'm not sure about. I don't know how I feel. Like, I understand the realism of it because realistically, to turn it on, that's what you would do. You would go and you would turn your hand like you would do that guy. But I feel like, right, it looks awkward. I feel like it's too much. I feel like it's too much. Because we're all left-handed. Yeah, well, I mean, if you're with the right hand holding up the device. Yeah. B Panther, thank you for the 3 months. Been busy? No worries, dude. No worries. Is it normal to dislocate your fingers to turn it on? Yeah, that's fine. That's all natural kill. Yeah, I don't know. It's more time. It's extra time for the device. You can't instantly turn the device on and off. Now there's this like automatic cooldown. Yeah. But I don't know. I'm uncertain how I feel. I guess we'll have to see what happens in the game. And then there's this. New death and revive animations. I don't know if that means that there's going to be more than one. But we can see their head getting turned around. Hope they don't fix the janky animation entirely. I gotta be honest, dude. I feel like they're kind of going to. Curious if the spirit box will have to be picked up to be turned on now. Oh, yeah, I don't know. Well, no, I assume, well, if the spirit box works by listening to your voice and you're not actually pressing the button, then it would be able to work on the ground. I don't see why not. You would just turn it on and throw it, right? The resurrection, the being resurrected animation is a cool thing I didn't even think about. Love how janky the characters move. That'd be sad. I feel like they're going to get rid of it. It's something that was tied to what was. Yeah, dude, I don't think it's going to happen anymore. Hey, Serenity. But again, this is all work in progress stuff, so we'll have to wait and see how it all actually looks in game. I don't want them to go too deep and ruin it. Right. Right. All right. Tanglewood rework. This is the first time that we have images of the new Tanglewood. This is the first time. This picture I recognize. That's, I think, just a one, and I'd say an asset, but like it's an asset they made that is in other maps. I know that this is inside of Bleasdale. I've seen it. Yeah. It looks so realistic. I dig it too. I dig it too. It's a little hard to see because of how dark it is, but my understanding is from looking at this, your couch wraps here, right? This is where the tarot cards normally were. And then if you go that way, you have kitchen. If you go that way, you have the front door. So that's still the same. And there's a little shark down here. Yeah. Little shark, little thing. Rip counter looping. Yeah, about that. Yeah. It does appear that they have removed a certain spot. Yeah. Bearded Lewis, thank you for the 4 months, dude. Are they trying to get rid of looping as a thing? Well, I don't know if they're trying to get rid of looping entirely, but I can tell you that they've thought about the idea of making it to where when you're crouched, you can't sprint. So that would get rid of that. The fridge does say red. I can't promise there's any rum in there. But yeah, looks like they got rid of it. This looks like a radio, I guess, that can be turned on. There's going to be a lot more interactables, I'm sure. What does the door go to? That's a fantastic question. Because if this leads to that, right? Let's pretend that it does. Like maybe it's this right here, right? So maybe this goes that way and then it goes to here where normally you have kitchen, dining room, which is still kitchen, dining room. But now there's a door. Can we actually go out here now? Or did they move the garage? Right. Did they move the garage to over here? Which would make sense if you think about how you enter the home. Yeah. Has a lived-in feel that seems missing from the maps currently. Right. Yeah, and there's people I understand that are just, they're not the happiest that the maps are getting remade. They're like, well, I understand why they're redoing these maps and not just adding new ones. Fact is that they want to get to 1.0 and they can't do that with assets that they did not create. Basement? Oh, maybe. That's a good point. Maybe it's basement. How are you? Welcome in. Yeah, maybe they took it away from that area between. So maybe like right here, instead of this being basement here, maybe now you have basement over here. That's a good point. I didn't even think about that really. Looks like an outside door. It does, with this glass like this, makes me think it's an outside door as well. I would say it doesn't feel like it goes to a basement, but I don't want to count it out until we see it. Yeah. Hey, Scarlett. Which map are these for? Tanglewood. These are Tanglewood images. A side yard would be pretty sick. That'd be pretty great. Sad they're getting rid of the island. I wonder if they'll replace it with another looping spot. I don't know. Yeah, like somewhere else in the map that we didn't think about before. Maybe. Tika, I'm with you. I've also been happy with, oh yeah, there is a mat there. Oh yeah. Good eyes. Good eye. Yeah, that's absolutely a point of egress. That goes outside. Yeah, that's a good point. We have a freaking mat down here. Oh, something else that I wanted to point out. I say it in my video, but there's something about this video that is different. There's something about this video that is different. It is very dark. No, it's dark. You're absolutely right. Maggie, think of it the 26 months. Giannis, think of it the 10. Normally, we can only see our hand and the item. As you can see here in the shadows, we can see the full arm. We can see the head. We can see everything, which means we're no longer vampires. Crazy. Are we going to have reflections and mirrors? Hi, Carly. Merry Christmas, friend. Queen. Happy holidays, friends. Hope we're good. We have legs, or so they say. But yeah, so there's the new tank. Well, like I said, my video is up now. It's my latest video. If you don't have time, if you want to go back and hear about everything that's inside of this, I go through it all. They did this basically just, they don't think of it as Horror 2.0 being released because Horror 2.0 is Phasmophobia at its full release in 1.0, which they say right here, the horror update will be the meatiest part of the 1.0 and will give even the most seasoned ghost hunter a host of new scares and surprises. Yeah. We'll see. Yeah, I can't wait. Okay, Kill. Kill said, meaty parts. I like the new death animation too. I just hope that it's more than one. I hope the death animations and the revive, well, revive is fine, but I hope that they have a few, like 3, 4, 5 of them. Yeah. Yeah, that's the developer preview that just came out, Hannah, earlier today. New Year sounds like it's gonna be exciting. I'm excited to hear a timeline. I know they said Q1, but like how far into Q1? Do we have to wait till March? Do we get stuff in February to get Tanglewood and the new characters? I don't know. Flash, get your adult pants on for that horror. Roger that. Roger that. Hope a ghost and kills with long hair. Oh, that'd be nuts. Like different kills based on the ghost model itself could be pretty awesome. How long is Q1? Well, there's 4 quarters. Hope you get a dine. I'm not going to, Flabby. Matt, I'm not going to get one. I'm doing all holiday maps. Because I'm doing holiday maps, I'm not going to be getting a female ghost. Honorable, I'm good. How are you? If said more than causes saying, wait, what? Imagine if they put actual jump scares. I know that he's not like in the business of trying to do a bunch of jump scares. He wants it to just feel very horror in general with a major concentration on puzzle. Not just, oh, here's a scripted jump scare. Next. Oh, look, another scripted jump scare. Next. There's a reason that Demonologist died. And that's why. People want to be scared of a game. I'm sorry, but inevitably you're going to get used to a game. And when you get used to it, it's no longer scary. That's just how it's going to happen, dude. You can't get over that. Sure, it'll be no matter what they add, it will be scary for a certain amount of time, and then you're over it. I still get jump scared by the ghost in my face. Those still get me, for sure. Golden Knight, thank you for the biddies, dude. Appreciate you. Everything, thank you for the 5 months. Jump scares are boring. I don't mind there being scares, but when that's our selling point, come on. It's never been a jump scare horror game. It's all atmosphere and tension. Yeah, the main element is solving the puzzle. Absolutely. Agreed. You know what? Okay, this is a very much so a side note that I want to bring up, and something I hate, and I've seen it more than just like 2 or 3 times recently, and I hate it so much. There are these games that promote themselves on TikTok, and the way they promote themselves is Phasmo tonight? Demonologist tonight? Nah, bruh. New horror game. I fucking hate it. I hate it so much. We playing Phas? Nah, bruh. We're playing, but I hate it. And I've seen it with 3 or 4 different games. It makes me want to not play your game. If you're a developer and that's what you do, fucking stop. I'm sorry, but when I take a screen grab of your page on TikTok and I see more of Phasmo than I do your game, you're doing it wrong. You're doing it wrong. I hate it. Hey, Born Twisted, how are you? Dragging others down to the, well, they don't say that they're dragging others down, because what they'll say is, no, I love that game. It's just that we are new. I can't stand it. I can't stand it. If you want to promote your game, show me what's good about your game. Don't promote your game by saying, here's a list of all these other games that are just like ours, but here's ours. Yeah. I hope when they mean horror, they build on suspense and psychological element. I hope so too, Scholar. They did say in that there's going to be more, there's going to be lore in Tanglewood. They're adding lore to it because it's the way they worded it. You could tell that it was. Maybe things get weirder as sanity drops. Maybe. Oh, wait, I can go play the one I already have. I know. Yeah, I can't stand it, man. I don't know. I had to bring that up because it bothers me to my core. I was really close to commenting on it when I saw the page pop up and I was like, you know what? I'm just going to shut up and I'll just keep moving. It's fine. I won't comment. It's fine. I'll just move on. I got merch shirt for Christmas from the husband. Get out of here. Did you really? What a husband. Do I ever play with fans? Yeah, I usually do a viewer day a month if we reach our goal on the purple side, which we did. So I'm going to have a viewer day next month at the beginning. I don't have a day yet, though. I hate to see the ads for games that they clearly use clips from something that wasn't even associated with the game. Yeah. There was a game, a horror game that was on Steam and was promoting their game using images from another game, which is crazy. Hi, Savannah. Christmas was great. Kiddos had a blast. We went out and got Chinese food for dinner. It was wonderful. Bought Light Up the Town today and played with the 4-year-olds. Oh, let's go. He loved it. Hell yeah. It's such a great game. Praying we reach the, oh. I got myself a present. AI marketing, it's awful. I hate it. So it's here. 3 different types of Last Dab. 3 different types. Yeah. Pepper X, Apollo Pepper, and Experience. Over 91% pepper. That's great. Roommate got me a Ouija board for Christmas. Oh my God. It looks like the one in Fast. Okay, that's kind of cool. That's pretty cool. All right, let's go to Bleezy. It's so pretty. I got China buffet for dinner too. Oh, wasn't it's just so good. God bless your Is the Phasmo board game actually good? Well, we don't know because it's not out. It doesn't release until next year. Yeah. Do I know the Scoville? I could find out. It has to say it on them, right? I haven't even opened it yet. Hold on, I'll open it real quick. Do I have scissors? Shit. I'm just gonna mistreat this box and tear it apart. It's fine. It's fine. Let's see. Do they say the Scoville on it? Honorable. Oh, guys, if you do exclamation point enter, you could win a beanie. Thank you, Honorable. Thank you, friend. It's about to be a Friday night favorite. I can't wait to play it, man. It's going to be so good. All right. It doesn't say, typically what they have is they have like a sheet that comes with the hot sauces that say says how many Scoville it is. This doesn't say, but on the hot meter, it's 10 out of 10. 11 out of 10. Shit. 11 out of 10. Real cute. Yeah, I'll find out what they are. I mean, I'm sure I could Google it and figure it out. Yeah, I don't know. I'm not sure. basically a mutant lab pepper. Yeah, I can't wait. I'm so excited. Take a shot. I can't. There's no way I'm doing a shot of that. No way in hell. Benjamin Cordero. We need 3 videos, repel, and a ghost event. Are you going to cooperate? Chicken Leg Hut. GG's. Enjoy the beanie. Enjoy, friend. Oh, any up snow? No up snow? Okay. Hey, Timmy. What did I get? I got some beef jerky. I got, what else I get? Gummy worms. I got a lottery ticket. My wife and I got each other from things from the gas station on purpose. Because we got the kids, basically everything else. Ooh, I don't want this. I want this. There we go. Hi, Steph. Thank you for the 25 months. Yeah, I figured tonight we'd go live and hang out, do a short stream. Nice and chill. Got a camera. Ooh, can finally get into photography. What kind of Canon did you get? Pardon me? Oh, thank you, Devil. I appreciate it. You're 6'4". How do you do a short stream? Lie down. Rebel T7, nice. That's a really good camera to start with. Ah, yuck. I was got you new motherboard and RAM. Damn. Yeah, that was the MF5. Absolutely. Hi, Josie. We'll bring Jojo back to the truck. Let's go find the power, maybe. An abandoned library? That'd be kind of cool. I didn't see the camera over there. Yeah, I'm 6'4". Yeah. There was no power over there, right? Don't know how to read the tier 3 EMF? Oh, well, it's easy. So on the EMF, it's like, I don't know how to describe it to you. You see where there's the arrows going around the dot? That's disgusting. Where'd you start that? I can show how this works. Hey, where'd you fart on me from? Oh, it is here. Shit. Okay, when I get EMF, I can show you, and hopefully I don't die. Ghosty. Ghosty. Your wife got you a katana. What the? Ghosty taking a poo up. Just got lost as to why there's 3 different sections for readings. Oh, because that's 3 different readings. So they stack. So it's one and then another, then another. If the ghost decided to do Jack Squiznot, I could show you. Let's go get a crucifix and stuff, and I'll come back and then I'll show you. But it has decided to be a jerkhole. Oh, come on, Jizzy. Yeah, of course. Jojo, you go there. We get a crucifix, get a smooge, and I need 3 videos. Yeah, it's fine. There we go. A little speed. A little speed. Got a 5 Nights at Freddy backpack. Nice. Thought I had unlimited sprint there for a second. I was like, what the? So I had him at, oh. I think it's here. I see my breath. Hey, Orky, happy holidays. Your bitch always happy holidays. Hello. Okay, so it is here. Hold on. Where's the EMFer? Wee woo. So look, there's 1 EMF reading. You see the black lines, 1, 2, 3? That's the EMF that I have. Oh, Jesus, that scared me. I thought it was hunting. Mother effer. Heck, oh my God. Thank you for the subs. Holy shit. What game? Phasmophobia. So those little black lines at the top tell you what EMF it is. You see how there's 5 of them? That's how you know. Now, the reason that there is 1, 2, 3 sections is you can get 3 different EMF readings. So if it did 3 different things here, I could get 3 of those readings at the same time. That's all that means. Super simple. All right, dude, you really suck. Yeah, that's how that works. I love the tier 3 EMF. It's wonderful. No. Hey, Breezebub, hello. Happy holidays, friend. Yeah, of course. Let's do that guy, and I'm going to be honest, I don't know where the hell the ghost is. Like where, I think it's walking in and out. I don't know if it's outside or inside. We're about to find out. Everything's better than tier 3 except the headgear. I like tier 2. The same here, Bomber. Same. I like tier 2 way more than tier 3. Not a mare. It turned on a light. Mares can't do that. Where are you? Are you here? Where are you? Are you here? Are you near? Where are you? Are you here? Are you near? Are you close? Where are you? Are you near? You angry? Where you at? What it do? Where you be? Tier 1 dots, that's your favorite? Some people want to watch the world burn. How do you pick up on the ghost type so quickly? It's experience. The more you play the game, the better you're going to get. There are people that walk into this map, that can walk in the map and figure out the ghost type in less than a minute. Way better than me. Love some Michael Caine. Let's figure out where Ghosty is a trucking to, because I'm going to be honest, I'm not sure. Hey, Michael. Merry Christmas, friend. It is still Crima here. It is not even 9 o'clock yet. Hey, stop it. All right. With these in place, we can track where it is, and I can also get another video. When I found out that you could stop scanning the tier 3 dots. Oh, the sound. Yeah, the fact that you can stop the sound. I had the same exact moment when I realized you could do that, and it just so nice. Ghosty. How's Christmas with the tiny human gremlins? The Christmas with the tiny human gremlins was wonderful. They were great. They were very appreciative. They had a good day. We all went out to dinner together, had a blast. It was wonderful. There we go. There's our 3 videos. Right? Yeah. When I understand, you can hold tier 3 items when checking for temperature and others game. What? What? Where's my flashlight? I don't know. The front door, I think. Kevy Kev, thank you for the 5 months. Would you knock it off? I said I had EMF 5, right? Didn't I have EMF 5 earlier? And I just never marked it down? Yeah? Yeah. What are my thoughts on the new Tanglewood revamp? I can't wait. Oh, I can't wait. Oh, hold the tier 3 down. I still wish you should not have to hold it down at all. I think the tier 3 should just scan automatically. That's just my thoughts. I don't know. That's the way it used to be. Why not make the best thermometer one where you don't have to scan? It just, you turn it on and it automatically does scan. I'm gonna check your temperature. I'm checking your temperature. Category, you think of it the 26 months. I think it might have COVID. Be nice if you could toggle record. Oh, yeah. I didn't just see dots, did I? Where's that my breath? Hey. Hey. Listen here, bucko. Hey. Oh, no. Is this a wraith? Was that dots? You did see it. Oh, we have ads coming soon in like a minute. Hey, Krampus dots, where you at? I mean, it's not walking in my stuff. My favorite cursed item is the music box. Oh, Jesus Christ. I gave birth. All right, let's go. Let's go. I have ads coming. I don't want you guys to get hit. I don't want you guys to get hit. Hey, lady with the cats. Merry Christmas, friend. I thought I saw that out of the corner of my eye. I thought that was a little dotty Krampus. Gave birth, yeah, to a Krampus. Named Benjamin. My child. All right, let's go. I have ads coming in. I don't want you guys to get hit. Not in the middle of the match. That was my soul. Shit. I could get a better looking soul. What map? That was Bleasdale. Oh.
I've got some jobs ready for you.
A Raiju that wasn't walking in salt? What the hell? I missed something. I'm going to be honest. I think it might have been tiptoeing. It might have been tiptoeing around it. Oh, well. Yeet. I didn't listen. We have ads coming anyway. I was like, I didn't want to stick around in there. Ay, ay, ay. Well, friends, I do 3 minutes of ads every hour, so I'm going to go ahead and run them here in a second. As soon as they run, I'm going to wait in the lobby for you, and then we'll go. Stupid Krampus. What a jerk. It's just jumping over the salt. Idiot. Flappers have been gasted? Yeah. You saw that motion sensor going off, right? It must have been right on the edge. That bastard. Listen, I know. Listen, I would have had it hunt. I would have seen it walk in the salt. We would have seen all that stuff. You know what I mean? Yeah. Yeah. My daughter doesn't want to get her pajamas on, just wants to play with the new toys. Listen, dude, that's called parenting. You just accept it and that's just, it is what it is. Hey, Kaz, what's up? Could always use more salt. It wouldn't hurt any. Yeah. Oh, got a new train table? Hell yeah. My kids used to have a train table. They used to care about that stuff. Started playing Nightmare. Nice. Very, very nice. What is the trophy of Winter's Jest? The trophy is over here. That is the trophy. Good cop, bad cop parent? Yeah. Yeah. One of you's got to be the fun one. You just have to decide who it's going to be. Learned a lot? Hell yeah. Will you be able to fill that cabinet if you're a new player? Absolutely not. No, if you're a new player, this cabinet will never be filled because you will only be able to get these 3 trophies. So I don't know what their plan is for that, but you will forever have a cabinet that can't be filled, which really sucks. Because if you say, okay, well, we could fill it with other stuff. Okay, then what are old players going to do? Seasoned players, they have all this filled. What are they supposed to do? Yeah. Drives you nuts. I understand. You have one little trophy on here. One little trophy, right? And the rest is empty. What I kind of wish, I kind of wish that some of these event things offered you like decorations for your lobby. So then like, yeah, you might be missing a decoration for the lobby, but it wouldn't make a big difference. It's still fine. It's just extra fluff for someone else's lobby. I think that'd be cool. Yeah. Drives you nuts, I understand. Callie, thank you for the year. Light up the lobby. I don't know what they would do at like allow you to change the color of the walls, add stuff, a couch, I don't know. But something like that. I think that'd be neat. I think if you get the random snowball thrower from Winter's Jest or Cookie you unlock that year's trophy. Yeah, I think that'd be kind of, well, I don't know about that. I like the idea that the trophy represents that, hey, you were there for that event. I think that's great. But I still think it's kind of a bummer that it's like, well, you're never going to experience it. Yeah. 20 seconds left, friends. 20 seconds. Best hope is the little room with Pam could be customized a little. Yeah. So, just like Outlast Trials. Same. Yeah. I hope so. Our thoughts are that this is going to be a character customization area. You see how in here there's a table, a screen, a couch, Pamela. We'll see. Never get the trophy anymore. Yeah, you can't. You can't. Tiffany, thank you so much. Thank you guys for the follows. Hello. Ads are done. All right. All right. Who is Pam? We call her Pajama Pam. Yeah. She's the one that sits in here and is spazzing out. She's in her jammies. Yeah, see her in there? She's just hanging out. Just having a good time. Missing the time when she would occasionally. I know, like the fact that they didn't make this door that, where it's just slightly open and you go to this door and Pam jumps out and scares you. Come on. Why do you think they recycled the Winter's Jest trophy and not a new one? Because it's the same event. Because the event that's happening right now is the same event that happened last year, so same trophy. And it also gives you the opportunity this year to upgrade the trophy if you didn't get to upgrade it last year. That makes sense. Looking at herself in the mirror. I don't know what she's doing. She's enjoying everything. All right, let's go to point O. Yeah, because you're not going to have, not everybody's going to have the time to upgrade that trophy fully. So next year you have more of an opportunity to do that. And it looks like they've been doing different things to make it better each time. Blood Moon was better. This event has been better. You're going to get a top. Don't, Zero. Don't say that. Nobody wants those kind of vibes, okay? Nobody is here for it. Photo camera, capture a photo. Okay, well, let's try. Let's do the ting. Working on the third stage of the trophy. Nice. I have no idea how many points I have. Yeah. Manifesting bottom floor. Thank you. We can only hope. Oh, there's nobody on the naughty list? Oh my God. Wait a minute. That's not on purpose, is it? This isn't because it's Christmas Day, is it? Nobody's on the naughty list? I could insert kills in there so fast. Danky Clank, thank you for the 13 months, dude. Almost died in Lighthouse from asthma attack. Trying to get to the top. Yeah. Ghost, please. Please. Had one early. Oh, okay. So just by chance. Oh, that's the first time I've seen it where there was nobody on the naughty list. Combat King, thank you for the 3-month prime. Ah, no power down here. Sad. Hi, Bama. What up, homie? Johan, Larry, hello. Wasn't sure if this was astronaut, but do we know if there will be achievements for the 3 new ghosts? As of right now, I don't think so. In the future, I don't know. Oh, there we go. There we go. But where's the ghost? How do you open the door in the lighthouse? You push it open. It's locked. You need the key. Am I going to see Stranger Things season 2? I am. I am indeed. My kiddo is already ahead of us and he's already watching it. Where's the key? In the truck. Is this your first time playing Faz? Kelsey, thank you for the 3 months. Good job. I'll tell you, if it's all the way up top, I might dip. Thank you, Athena. You got a slushy machine? Oh. You lucky dog. That sounds wonderful. That sounds wonderful. Ghosty, if you're upstairs on the top, I'm leaving. You got an RC DeLorean? Oh, how cool is that? Yep. All right, we're out of here. What do you think it is? Nope, not dealing with that shit. Absolutely not. Nope. A ghost. Roger that. I'll make sure to write that down on my way out the door. If it got up to 88. My kids were playing Fortnite and they had the DeLorean and they were like, you got to see what happens when it goes to 88. Dio vibes. Demon. Oni. Ure. 17 quart electric pressure canner. Oh my god. Called it. I know. You jinxed. It was your fault. This is your fault. Zero. You did this. Oh, Bombo? I should guess one of the new ghosts. That's a good point. You know what? These rocks, I'm taking them with me. It's been 84 years. I can still smell the fresh paint. Hate it here. I like rocks. Obambo's fun to say. You know what? It is fun to say. Obambo. Obambo. Lucky rocks. We'll see. Hey, Juan. Thank you for the 15 months. Thank you so much. Twitch and welcome in, dude.
Welcome back.
I am not about to play that map if the ghost is literally all the way at the top. No. Nope. Not for me. That was a sign saying stay away from it. Absolutely not. Nope. Yokai. Yeah. I mean, there's not, the ghost did nothing to give us any sort of sign if it was anything. We just guessed. Yeah. Bought this game an hour ago. Yeah. Do the tutorial and then slowly make your way through the game, starting on amateur and working your way up. Definitely. I'm a fan of saying Flibbert. Wait. Flibbert? Flibberty Gibbet? What the hell? What the hell? No, I'm doing all, since it's Christmas Day for me. We're doing all holiday maps. We're just sticking to holiday maps. Yeah, yeah. Wait a minute. Did I do Camp Woodwind? Am I drunk? Sister dropped her Switch and broke the... Yikes. Not today. I think I was going to and then I didn't. Why? I don't remember why I didn't though. Oh, I was going to and then we did the update read. That's what I did. Okay, let's go to let's go to Camp Woodwind. That's what I did. We were going to do it and then I stopped so we could read through the update. We read through the developer preview notes. There we go. Better.
I've got nothing else to report, unfortunately.
Better. There we go. Ted Stevens, Firelight, Incense, Photo Camera, and let's look for orbs. Went to open one of your presents, you broke a nail. Yikes. I'm really excited for, well, not the update. It describes multiple updates next year. So it's not talking about just one. How to feel about the Tanglewood rework? I can't wait. I'm excited. I'm excited. Some people are not happy. I feel like a lot of the people that are not happy are afraid that they're taking the map away from them when it's really not. It's all upgrades in my opinion. Yeah, sure, you lose the nostalgic feeling of having the map for so long. I totally understand that fact. Maybe one day they'll give us a legacy patch where we'll be able to go play all the maps in the way they used to be. But I am 100% for that map getting redone. Willow, can't wait for it to get redone. Can't wait. Can't wait. Yeah, again, you have to remember they want to get this game out of early access into a 1.0 state. To do that, they need to remove all the assets that they did not make themselves, that they licensed and used when they were first starting out. Tanglewood is a really big map for, well, not a big map. Tanglewood is a map that has a bunch of assets in it that don't belong to them. They purchased them, yes, but they did not make them. Giving you 90 vibes? Oh, yeah, the 90s vibes kitchen. Yeah. That's what I'm talking about. Great, great asset. Phasmo is still in early access. Yes. That volume sounded exactly the same. Can smell the couch. I'm surprised the couch doesn't have plastic on it. Or maybe it does. Looping's going to be weird. Yeah. We're just going to have to figure out different ways to do things. That's all. I heard you. Red? No. Oh. Oh, here-ish. All right. If they keep the dining room the same, we can loop there. Yeah. And we're not sure about the one person on the naughty list this time. We're not sure about the garage either and how that looks, or the basement. If we don't know what rooms they're keeping. If they're keeping all of them the same, I don't know. Yeah, people have this obsession with needing to loop, and you don't have to. It's not a requirement. High school just needs crossed off. It needs out of here. We just don't need it. It's not a matter of redoing that map. It's a matter of not needing that map at all. Okay, we know you have EMF 5, and I really appreciate the fact you gave that to me early, but relax. The Christmas event is going to be going on to the 6th. Oh yeah, high school, get rid of it. Prison, redo it. You know what? Before we do any of this, let's go find it. Let's go find it. Rocket, think of it the 6 months. Can the Hantu breath be on the CCTV camera? Correct. Yes, it can. If you're watching the cameras and the power's off and you have a Hantu, you'll see the breath. Yep, I believe you. I don't think you can see the breath as a dead player, can you? Thank you for the follows. Autumn, hello. B, thank you, friend. I don't remember if you can see that or not. Like dots you can't see. You can't see Obake shapeshift. And you can't see. Okay, there you go. I just couldn't remember. Yeah. Did I play the challenge at high school? I sure did. It was awesome. I had so much fun. I wrote home about it. Dear Mom. The servers crashed twice, which made me have to play 5 rounds of it. You cold, but you're not cold enough. Writing? Well, never mind. It knows you like high school so much. So nice. You did a few rounds twice. Whatever, dude. Wicked Raven, thank you for the 6 months. Hello, friend. Oh, Christmas was good. I hope your holidays were good as well. You had a good Christmas. Had a good Christmas. Yeah, it was not very fun. I did have a blood moon, though. I did get a blood moon, which that was pretty cool. Hey, Carrie. Happy holidays, friend. Merry Christmas. Gave up on it. I understand. There's going to be some weeklies that you're just not going to want to do, and it's totally okay. I have done every single weekly that has existed, and I have posted every single weekly, meaning I have posted 150 of them, and I plan to continue. I'm going to probably spice it up and change the way we do them sometimes. However, ooh, it could be a Dio. Yeah. I posted every one. And why do I do that instead of just saying, hey, I did that weekly however long ago? The reason is because every time I play it, they've changed the game. And I'd rather you watch knowing that the game is in the state that you're watching rather than watching a previous playthrough where things have changed. Yeah. Oh, why did I do Spirit Box? Oh, Jesus. I'm sorry. Myling Shade Spirit. Never. I'll shut up. Yeah, sorry. I'm talking, not thinking, and just clicking buttons. Of course. Absolutely. Firelight and... Oh, let's do the Firelight. Ran into the Gallo 3 times and the Diane once. Ooh. I have seen the new ghosties a few times. What the fuck? I've seen them a few times now. The Diane I've seen twice, right? I think it was twice. Let's get the fire going. It's cold out here. It's cold out here. Is it true that Shades can't do singing events? From my understanding, yes. The reason that's true is because it's been tested so much. There's a firelight blowout. Nice. Hey, Cheese. Merry Christmas, friend. Hello. Tabby, thank you for the Prime. 5 years ago today, Soul released on Disney Plus. What the fuck? You've only gotten the Obambo, haven't had the other two. I've gotten the Obambo, I think, more than any other ghost. It's Obambo for me. Obambo, Galu, and then Diane. Now, obviously, the Diane had less of a chance of showing up because we've been doing the holiday maps a bunch. Yeah. But it is what it is. 20 hours on the game and still haven't seen a Myling or twins yet. That happens, man. It's just by chance, right? It's just by chance. I need 3 things with a photo camera. Giannis, thank you for the subs. Giannis, thank you, dude. All right, I'm going to do this. I'm going to do this. And then you're going to show up for a photograph right about now. Fuck. Spirit Shade Myling. Probably one of my least favorite combos to get. Ay, caramba. Ay, caramba. Give me this. Been getting raised today. Oh my. Roses, thank you for the 29 months. Oh, there's the bone. It was the blue tent. Yeah, you were close. Yeah, when we're here. Might as well. Cleanse the area near the ghost. Rev is your least fave? Oh, I like a Revy. They're spicy. Shade's been killing you. I have a feeling this is not a shade. I've got a sneaky. This is not a shade. Been here for a while. I guess so. Holy shit. Thank you, friend. My hiding is over there. I don't have hiding over here, do I? No. Death barrels? No. I need to stay away from it so I can hear it when it's hunting. Hey, Zero, what's up? How are you? Did I see the cursed possession? No Paul. No Franklin. Hey, don't blow out my fire, you jerk. Oh, it's you. How was Christmas? Christmas was great. Kiddos had a blast. All right, let's go over here. Let me go get that other smudge and we'll start the hunt. I didn't put a crucifix over there, right? Instead of the pickles question, I should ask a cookie question. Roger that. Ah. Yeah, that's good enough. I can see that. Oh, no. Give me the flashlight. All right. Do I need more photos? Oh, I do. In the name of Christmas. How many cookies can you stick up your butt? Maybe he doesn't eat cookies. Should I try like candy canes or something? wreaths. Jesus Christ. They crumble, so it wouldn't work. That's a good point. Yams? How many yams can you stick up your butt? How many candy canes can you stick up your butt? He's not having it. How old are you? Okay, it does hear me. Oh, gross. Did that say 7? I don't want to ask that anymore. How are you? Angry. How'd you die? Yeah, that makes sense. Kids are pretty clumsy. Why are you here? Revenge on me? Who do you want revenge with? Do you hate me? Are you angry with me? Do you like me? Okay, so who's the revenge against? Just soon. Hide and seek. So the 7-year-old slipped and died and wants revenge. Do I consider collabs? Yeah, with my friends, usually. Or people that I know. I'd say nay to the old, I think we probably have a spirit, right? No, don't you hit numbers. I could hear it walking and my flashlight was not even blinking yet. That's a tall 7-year-old. Listen, they grow them different these days. I have a feeling it's a Sperate. If Faz ever gets the opportunity to do any collab with any IP, what's your dream IP? Oh, that's a good question. What would my dream collab be for Faz? You know, in a way, it's got to make sense. I feel like a FNAF one would be pretty sick. Ghostbusters would be cool. 13, but 13 Ghosts, I mean, that's not an active IP. Like, it's not, like, generating anything. You know what I mean? It's got to be ghosty related in some way. I feel like the only problem with something like Ghostbusters would be that it would be a little bit comical. And I don't think he really doesn't like the idea of going towards comedy. So that, I don't know. Although the cosmetics would be pretty damn cool. I don't know. The ring would be super sick. That would be awesome. That'd be an easy one to do, right? All right, I'm pretty convinced. If I'm wrong, I'm wrong. But if I'm wrong, then that means that something is up with the sound. Ghost Adventures? But the ghost could shoot goo.
Welcome back.
Yeah.
I've got some jobs ready for
Slenderman, yeah. Conjuring. But see, would it be cooler to do an IP that's like outside of the realm of just ghosts? You know, do like some Freddy Krueger or something, or some like Leatherface sort of stuff. Imagine doing a investigation in like the slaughterhouse. That'd be crazy. That'd be crazy. Hey, Izzy, happy holidays, friend. Poltergeist the movie? That'd be cool. That'd be super neato. Oh, my word. Exorcist? Very cool. Wrong Turn? Oh, that might get a little sus. Friday 13th would be fun. I mean, again, some of these things are already, they're already here, right? Yeah. Guys, I know, like I said I was going to do a short stream. I think we're going to keep it short today. That way I can go hang out with I've been hanging with the fam all day, I know, but I want to do a short stream to come say hi and hang out with you guys. And then go back and hang out with them and watch some footballs and then probably binge Stranger Things with my wife. Phoenix, I hope you had a great holiday, friend. Scooby-Doo would be great. That'd be lovely. All right. We're going to end it over on the tubes and the talk. Thank you guys. I hope you had a wonderful holiday. Thank you. Thank you. We are going to go find someone to say hi to. Well, I'm glad I got to hang out with you guys on Crimma. I hope you guys had an awesome holiday, a great Christmas. If you wished for anything, I hope you got it. If you didn't get it, well, whoever was supposed to get it sucks and shame on them. Okay. That's all we got to say about that. Merry Crimma. I will be, what is today? Thursday. I'll be live again tomorrow, per the usual. And then on Sunday is the 12-hour 5-year partnerversary stream. I will start at around 8 or 9 a.m. and we will go all the way until 8 or 9 p.m. that night. It's going to be a long day, but it's going to be a fun day. Yeah. Yeah, it's going to be a blast. I'm excited. I'm jazzed. All right. Let us see, friends. If you guys are not already in the server and you want to get updates about when I go live, you can join, hang out. There's the rest of the socials, friends. They are all there. They are all there. If you guys need to get your fix of some Faz when we're not live, we are always live over on the 24/7 channel. 'Tis always there. And that one, I have past holiday events looping right now, and it's going to stay that way for the next couple of days. So if you didn't get a chance to do the 2021 or 22 or 23 events, I have videos of them all playing. All right. Let's go. Wow. I did, LaJarsh. I hope you had a good one too, friend. Thank you. Thank you. All right, I will take you in to see some more Phasmos, some more Phasmers. Let's see. Oh, I haven't had a chance to raid them in forever. We'll go say hi to them. Are we gonna do Light Up Town tonight? No, I'm ending, Dab. I want to play that game more. I do want to play that game more. At some point, I would love to do some upgrades. No, you're okay. No worries. No, you're good. All right. If you're a follower, the first message is for you. If you're a sub, the next one's for you. Creepy Tier 3, well, you have your own. You have your own. Again, guys, I hope you had a great holiday, a good Christmas. I will be here for the next, well, I'll be here tomorrow, and then I'll be back on Sunday for more fun. For more funs. But you guys are amazing. I love you all. Thank you guys so much for everything that you guys do. You're amazeballs. We are on the way to the extended. We are on the way. Thank you guys so much. I love you all. I will see you guys tomorrow for more fun. Bye. Merry Christmas.